Okay, so apparently Pocket Watching with JT did a video last night about yet another scamming situation. And this is a husband and wife duo, right? Now, what you guys see here is that these people were on the Breakfast Club. Okay? The Breakfast Club with Angela Yee, Charlemagne, No God, DJ Envy, you know, the real estate Ponzi scheme, DJ Envy. A lot of these people and a lot of these scams I would have never heard about if it wasn't for Pocket Watching with JT. Now, I started watching his channel when he was doing the PPP situation, and I could not believe how many people illegitimately signed up for a PPP loan. Y'all bold. Okay, y'all bold. But one thing you also are is gullible. And you don't defend yourself. And you guys should start doing that. Okay? Now, one thing, again, that these scammers have in common that I've noticed is that they are being widely promoted on these platforms that you continue to watch and support. You haven't figured it out by now? These platforms are here to scam you? Well, let's listen to a little bit about what this is about.
Records and do it. Why do you trust your financial future to DJ ASAP, DJ Envy, DJ whoever? It doesn't matter. They spin records. They do not take your investment money and all of a sudden make you a millionaire. They spin records. Let them do what they do. So you have this celebrity DJ. I believe he was a featured DJ on the BET show 106 in Park. 106 in Park was extremely popular back in the day. I don't know if it's popular now or if it's still on, but he was a DJ on 106 in Park. And apparently the two of them were also featured on a reality television show on Oprah's network, right? I believe it was Family or Fiance. So
What?
D-list reality TV stars.
Now,
as you can see,
I have seen a couple of people from Family and Fiance to have a little bit of drama and other situations going on. But, you know, that's not uncommon. Welcome to Sweetie Pies is one, you know, Tim. Y'all know what Tim did. Oh, Lord. And that's a part of scamming as well. You know, for me, honestly, normally when people seek fortune, fame, and like the celebrity lifestyle, the spotlight, you can let them entertain you, but other than that, they're usually up to no good. Okay?
were featured on The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club has a collection of fake gurus and alleged scammers on their roster. But they were featured on the Breakfast Club.
Yes, they do.
106 in Park celebrity DJ and a D-list reality show. Okay. And you think that these people have the ability to make you money?
I don't know.
All right, let's see what's next here. Financial desperation. Once again, financial desperation. If you really paid attention to what this particular victim was saying, she talked about how it was affinity fraud. She didn't use this term, but that's what she described. It was affinity fraud. They appealed to her Christian nature. They also appealed to her roots of being in the black community, right?
Okay.
This was supposed to be a program for black people.
You notice a lot of these scammers, and there's scammers all over the world, right? In all genres, all situations, all types. But these scammers here in this so-called black community, they appeal to black people just broken, and somehow they don't mind being broken. They think being broken is just a part of who they are. Apparently, a lot of them, right? But somehow a lot of black people tend to want to trust other broken ass black people, and I'm kind of confused about that. Listen, Honey, if you not doing straight up business, verified business with me, I ain't got nothing to say to you except for hello and goodbye. That's it.
Black people to build generational wealth, right? So they appealed to her faith, they appealed to her identity as being, a black person in America. But also, one of the things that she listed was
that shit don't work with me.
She was financially in need. She specifically said that she wanted to get out of debt. This money that she would be making would get her out of debt. Red flag. Never make an important financial decision when you're in desperation.
Yep.
Because when you're in desperation, you'll do some crazy things to get.
And I want to add to that. None of this shit, your finances shouldn't be emotional. You know how sometimes people are emotional shoppers? That's something they need to get rectified real quick. You never mix your finances with your emotions. Oh, no. Never. Ever.
Money. That's not the time to invest when you're financially desperate. Okay? Which pulls me into the next point. So, JT, how much money was she expecting to make on this deal? Well, if you were listening to the news report, this was, I guess, the pitch. This was the pitch. You put in $1,400. It must be a coincidence that $1,400 is the same amount of money that people were getting in that third stimulus payment. So, for those of you who may forget, the federal government gave out 3 rounds of stimulus money. The first stimulus payment was $1,200. Second stimulus payment was $600, right? Then the third was $1,400.
Wow.
Lucky for you, the buy-in to this particular pyramid scheme was the same dollar amount as the last stimulus payment.
You know, I'm noticing a lot of people came for y'all during this time. A lot of people came for y'all, and I'm assuming a lot of people were not financially literate. You know, when we talk about financial literacy, there's levels to it, just like there's levels to everything. So you don't have to be an expert in finances to know to protect yourself, right? Protect yourself. This is crazy.
I guess we just got lucky there. So you put in $1,400. What do you get back? $11,200. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? That's an 800%.
Wait, is this a real flyer? Impossible. So let me say this, y'all. Black people ain't conquered nothing as of yet. Okay? We at the bottom. If someone wants to deny that or get their feelings about it, it is what it is. Okay? We ain't got back our shit that was stolen from us, took from us. We ain't got no get backs. Okay? We ain't got no get backs. We know a lot. Because I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot we don't know. But we know a lot about what was done to us. And we ain't got no get backs. Right? Think about that. Ain't took nothing back. In fact, these niggas will kill each other over what they call they block. And it ain't been they block since it was taken from their ancestors. Okay? Okay. If you expect me to think that a black person is going to do something for me that nobody else on earth is doing, such as I give them $1,400 and my payout is going to be $11,200, which is an 800% return, according to them, and it's guaranteed. I'm supposed to believe that? Wow. I just can't believe how y'all be falling for this shit. Yeah.
Return on your money. It's 800% return on your money. You can't. Now Not only were they guaranteeing the 800%, if you were not satisfied, money back guarantee. If you're unhappy, they'll just give you your money back. No risk whatsoever. Either you make 800% return on your money, or you just say, hey, I want my money back, and they just simply give you the money back. Sounds amazing, but here's the problem with that.
That's the thing. It sounds like it don't exist. First of all, that's how I would look at it. But however, if you want to say, does this sound like a good deal? If it was a legitimate business deal, okay, since you want to consider this sounding like a good deal, is it a legitimate business deal? Is there contracts? Are there backings? Do they have proof? Do they have a history? Well, how will you hold them accountable? Just come on, y'all. And y'all be giving these people your money and shit? Come on. Y'all got to stop this. This is embarrassing.
Wrong with that. Number one, according to the federal government, it says that the Moores allegedly placed themselves and their family members in the winning spots on most of the boards. So yes, people were winning. People were getting to the center of the board. People were getting blessed out. But according to the federal government, it was the Moores themselves and people connected to the Moores that were getting blessed out with the...
I don't understand it. I never heard it as... I really don't understand it. You're supposed to win a blessing. But I thought they were saying it's an investment. Y'all see how this don't even make no sense, and you should walk away from don't even let them pitch the whole thing to you. You're supposed to make an investment to get a payout. Not even saying what they invested in, but we just hearing it. I'm just hearing it, right? From the beginning. But now all of a sudden you're supposed to win something? Is that how you're supposed to get paid? This is ridiculous. I don't understand it.
$11,200. Now, here's the callback. How could you get a refund? Let's think about this. Your money goes up the pyramid, right? Your money goes up the pyramid. You get $1,400, it goes up the pyramid. At some point...
The damn food pyramid was a lie. And y'all still falling for pyramid? Okay, keep on.
No one gets blessed out. Apparently, the Moores themselves were the ones that were getting blessed out. Where's the money coming from for your refund? Where's the refund money? You have to recruit new people in so that you can get a refund. Just think about that just for a moment. Let's just think about that. Red flags all around. Now, I want to talk about this story tonight because very recently, November the 8th, apparently, the federal government officially charged them with running a multi-million-dollar pyramid scheme. Multi-million-dollar pyramid scheme. They say over $10 million.
How did they get that far?
Went through the hands of these individuals. A celebrity DJ and his wife. I have no idea what she does, but clearly she is not qualified to handle this type of money and invest it on your behalf. But
when I say how did they get that far, back to what I said in the beginning of this video. Y'all see them on places that you keep messing with, you keep supporting, you keep watching, you keep believing, like the Breakfast Club. And you see them on the Breakfast Club, so you say, oh yeah, they legitimate because DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Rapper, and at the time, Angela Yee is giving them to me, and then they go from one platform to the other, one platform from the other, and y'all still don't understand the setup.
Look at what they're being charged with. The Moores are charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud, actual wire fraud, and money laundering. Money laundering. Now, if they are convicted, they each face a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison for each wire fraud count and 10 years in prison for each money laundering count. Now,
and they should get no.
What are we talking about this for? Why are we here? And I'll be taking calls very, very soon. There is a link in the chat. If you would like to give me your opinion of what's going on, go ahead, hit that link, and we'll have a conversation. But here's the problem that I'm having. Here's the thing that I just don't get. When you look at the charges and you look at the possible, consequences of their actions, obviously they made the wrong decision here. But I just want to speak to the level of fraud that it takes. There is absolutely no way mathematically could this have ever turned out good. At no point in time, right? It's absolutely impossible for a system like this to actually be profitable for the people who are putting the money in.
Now, there's people like JT, myself, who can look at something like this and say that to themselves. Now, JT he's a certified accountant. Okay? He's a financial advisor. So finances is his thing. Then you have someone like me who, I didn't take no damn finances. And I didn't get no special schooling from my family. All I had was home economics in the ninth grade? Right? When we had to write checks and balance bank books and all that. You know, we played house in high school, for real. Egg babies, cooking, sewing, all that. Now that I think about it, for some of us, that might be the difference from avoiding basic scamming 101 and getting scammed. I don't know. But you have to continue to educate yourself. Okay, money makes the world go round. We know this. You know this when you pay your bills every month. I don't care what type of situation you come from. I don't care what you got going on. You should know to educate yourself so you can be as savvy in something, the very tool that it takes. Because you can walk up to anybody and say, I'm hungry, but then you're at their mercy. Somebody can look at you and see that you sleeping on the street and it's cold as hell and you frozen stiff, and they can walk right by you if they so choose. But if you had the money to pay for your house, to pay for your food, that's a whole nother difference, ain't it? Okay, now, isn't that enough to make you say, I want to make sure that I'm doing the best I can with my money, that I don't lose no more of it than I need to, than I have to? I just don't understand. I really don't understand.
The only people who are going to make money are the people on top of the pyramid. Now, one of the reasons why they were able to get over on so many individuals is because there is a savings club that refers back to an old African and Caribbean tradition referred to as a susu. Okay? A susu. Now, I'm not a susu expert, but here's generally how it works. You have a group of individuals, friends, family members. You each put in the same amount of money each week or each month. Each time, someone takes the whole pot. Here's the difference. You continue to put money in regardless if you've already took money out until everyone gets the big pot. And it remains the same amount of people, the same individuals. So if you're following me with the math here, you ultimately never take out more money than you put in, right? If I put in $50 with everyone else, and I'm the one who gets to take the big pot one day, right? 1 month is my turn. But I continue to put 50 in until everyone else in the group gets the big pot.
Wow.
That is not an investment. You put in and take out the same amount. That is just a traditional way people would work together to help them save money. A susu is not a source of an investment. It's a source of saving money amongst a group of people.
You know what?
And that group is not ever growing.
This thing here, so they had multiple things going on with this particular scam. I've seen this on a social media platform. Okay? A local type one. And I've seen other people say that they want to give, whether it be their turn or not. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it on Facebook too. This particular thing he's talking about. And people say, well, you know, hopefully I'll be a blessing to someone else. But they're not even considering, and that's fine. If you don't mind putting your $50 in every month, like JT said, that's fine. You want to be a blessing to someone else. You understand that if your time comes around, you're only going to get $50. After you done put 50. You're okay with that. That's good. Okay? But you think that you're blessing someone else and not even understanding that it is set up for the same people to continue to win. And now you're going to put your family in it. And I don't understand how your family fall for it. You tell me, hey, I want you to put this $50 in every month, and then one day you're going to win $50. Or you might win. I'll be like, who the heck, what, if you don't get,
You're not constantly recruiting people in. It's a tight-knit, closed group, and it goes completely around in a full circle before anyone stops. That's normally how it works. But because of the financial desperation in our community, and you have to say, clearly, during COVID-19, there was a lot of money in your pockets. You didn't know what to do with it. I got it. But there was no way in any reality would this ever had worked. Never, ever, ever, ever would this have worked. But because of celebrity, because of financial illiteracy, and because of desperation, you have once again an example of black people taking advantage of black people, but they're saying they're going to help black people.
Yeah.
At some point, we have to say, listen, I'm all for the culture.
Listen,
I'm all for the culture.
I'm going to say this.
But if the numbers do not make sense...
JT is doing a great thing here. And, I'm going to keep saying something about whatever the heck I want to say something about. For whatever reason I want to say it. Right? Because, like, say, for instance, JT say he do it because he petty. And, it could be multiple reasons why I may say something about this, right? But I just think y'all just downright ass dumb. Okay? And you choose to be dumb. I'm serious. Because, and I understand that there's different types out here for whatever reason. You have some people that like to read and research. That's me. All day. All day. And you got some people that ain't into that shit. Okay, well, you should be the one to pay somebody else to do it because you are responsible for the shit that you either come across or not. I had to learn that. It's up to you. You can't look around up and down. This is your journey. This is your journey. Y'all not gonna sit up here and try to act like we special and shit. But then you don't act like we special and shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. From the time y'all were enslaved, killed, robbed, and everything else, to today where you still ain't doing nothing about it. You just want to be that defeated sack of shit. I'm gonna shake my head at your ass, and it's not sympathy that I'm feeling. It's not. It's impossible to do so. It's impossible. This shit is crazy. You have to understand that the world works the way it works. And what you not gonna get is a blessing out of your financial situation by taking a lump sum of money that you normally don't just casually have and trusting somebody else to make that grow for you exponentially. Like, that's insane. That's insane. That's really insane, and it's lazy as fuck. It really is.
You do not have the actual qualifications to do the job you're claiming you're going to do. I'm going to say no. Even though I'm sure you're meaning well and you claim you have all the good intentions in the world, I'm going to say no. This does not make sense to me. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to a particular group. I want to show you guys something. Now, there has been a team of people on the case, and they started up a whole campaign of Bent Scam. You can go to bentscam.com and you can see a lot of their work. Bentscam.com has been on the case from very, very, very early on. These are people who actually went in undercover. Like, they knew what it was, right? They looked at the math and they knew what it was.
Listen,
but because
how the heck do these people get that many people to scam them? You got to break down and look at all the ways. And one thing I'm learning, some of the ways that they are able to get this much, they get this far, get this much out of y'all, is by watching JT. And what I'm seeing is y'all just trusting people that you ain't got no business trusting. Okay, you see them on these platforms and you trust them. Now, how did these platforms earn such credibility? Because you got to trace this thing all the way back to the root. That's the same way as how the fuck did we get at the bottom? As magnificent as we are, how did we get at the bottom? Trace it back and see what you can do something about. How about that? Try that. Try that. Because this part right here, the financial shit, that's easy. If you wanna. You know what I mean? That's easy. Now, go back and fix your status in this world. Why not? Why not? See, that's no respect. Not none. I'm trying to tell you. One of the reasons why these people are able to do it, again, is because these platforms push them to you. Why? How are the platforms that push them to you able to gain such trust and credibility that if people see someone being promoted on their platform, that they believe that they are the real deal and this is true? Ask yourself that question. Okay, I'm gonna let you think about it for a minute, and I'm gonna press play.
To buy in to get more information, these people actually gave the bit scam their money so that they can buy in, so they can get all the evidence, get the videos, because these were private videos and whatnot, get the documents and everything. So big shout out to bitscam.com. They were the ones who gathered the information, was able to give the information to the authorities, and they are a big reason why this particular couple is now facing real big boy charges where they can probably will be going to jail for some time.
So,
right?
The actual people that was getting scammed didn't do this. Somebody else had to join and go undercover just to turn them in. That's crazy. Y'all better, whoever that is, you gonna hold a ceremony for them and get them an award, maybe the key to the city. And I'm talking about each one of y'all states. Because look like somebody saved you when you couldn't even save yourself.
Shouts out to bitscam.com. Go check them out. The website is still up. You can still see some of the behind the scene videos that this couple was making. And honestly, now, after you have all the information, you will see how ridiculous the pitch was. Wow. And you'll probably feel sorry for many, many, many of the victims of the scam, because a lot of people were just needing some financial solution.
JT,
you had this
listen, and bless him. I'm not feeling sorry for nobody falling for this shit. Okay? I've fallen for things in my life too. And, I may feel a certain way about it, but at the end of the day, I can't even feel sorry for myself. I just have to look back at how did that happen? And hopefully I get the correct answers I need so I can make sure that don't happen again. Okay? Now, when it comes to financial stuff like this, I ain't wealthy. I ain't rich. I'm not a millionaire. But one thing I can tell you is I ain't never fell for no pyramid scheme, scam, no multi-level marketing, no stuff these envelopes and send them out. None of these little fake ass work from home jobs. All this shit come across. Bless me on that. But what can I attribute that to? Because I think it's a multiple things. What can I attribute that to besides just good old common sense? Because you can have common sense, but you can actually believe that some of these things can actually happen. And see, one thing that I think that y'all have in common is that a lot of y'all don't even care about legitimacy. Yeah, you don't. You don't care about legitimacy of doing things the right way. Legitimacy of a business. And that's that bum shit that gets you caught up. Because when you don't care about legitimacy, You don't even try to see if that so-called business is legit that these Negroes get up here and come at you with. You don't. Not at all. Now, again, they coming on these platforms and they pitching these woos to y'all, and you falling for it. You falling for it because you done gave these platforms the power to be big, to profit good off of y'all, to do well on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platforms y'all rock, and their own websites. You did, because it was something about them. Whether they were promoted by yet another platform that you made big, or they just came on and it was something about them that you use your emotional sense and said, I like this person. This person gets my respect. I look up to this person. This person is the real deal. This person knows what they're talking about. Or you saying, this person wants to help their black people. This person wants to do good. I want to see this person succeed. I want to be on a level of this person. Right? This is the stuff you do. These are the things you need to change.
And that they have a solution, give us your money. Right? It's funny how the solution to my money problems is always me giving my money to someone else.
And that's a red damn flag.
All right, let's go. I'm going straight to the phone lines. People going straight to the phone lines. Listen, there is a link in the chat. You go ahead and hit that link in the chat. Now, it's an audio call only, so you don't got to worry about camming up. Let's get straight to the point because I do not want to be here all night. I'm going to go in order. I have Bianca. Bianca, you will be up first. Then I got EJ. Then I got Def. And then there's a bunch of other people, but those are the main ones I'm going up to first. So here we go. Bianca, you are live on the air with Pocket Watching with JT. What's going on?
Hey, JT, love your show. Like, it is amazing. Thank you for doing what you do for the community because I'm tired of seeing our people get scammed out of their hard-earned dollars. And so I wanted to say when you started talking about this, I was actually invited to a meeting that was similar to this. And they were talking about the susu and all of these different things. And they were saying, oh, you know, if we're going to take care of
our people been getting scammed since forever. Since we talking about our people have been getting scammed. Y'all Negroes still sitting up here celebrating Thanksgiving. No matter how you put a spin on it and what you try to claim it as, your ass is still participating in that ritual. And still making corporations wealthy in the process. And you are also falling for the other scam of why this is really happening. Right from the beginning, why it really became Thanksgiving. Okay, you like to sit up here and say, oh, them poke engines. When them $5 Indians retelling your story in a way that is still profitable for them. Get the fuck.
If we are going to do everything we need to do in our community, we need to do something like this. But my problem was, if I am in need of a blessing, then why are you asking me to put my money in the pot? Like, what I'm trying to understand what kind of sense does this make? And the crazy part about this is I have a business, and I was actually invited to one of these meetings by this one client that I had, and everyone was like, oh, she knows everybody, and so she was like, you need to be here because this is where the who's who is. So she was trying to use that influence to get me in there. And so I said, I'm so appalled that this lady would think that I would want to be a part of something like this. I gave the lady her money back. I said, I cannot believe, if you are the type of person that would have me up in here, then I don't need to be in here. But I'm just grateful that you're talking about this because a lot of people are so unaware of it. And I was appalled when I first heard it. They were talking about
let me give y'all something. I'm not putting no money in no pot talking about I expect a blessing. Okay? Because from my understanding, that's not how it works truly. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to go around every year and make up bags for the homeless and give them out saying, this is my good deed. And one day I'm going to get this in return. Because from my understanding, that's not how it works. Okay? So, in order for me to get a profit off of my return, I must be truly making an investment as far as business. Let's talk about taking a course, okay? There's a course that I took this past semester, right? And this course had a required textbook. Now, I cannot take the course, be successful, pass the course without the required textbook that I need to purchase. So I need to invest in that textbook, and that's fine. I will. And I did. But what I did not do was go to their bookstore and get it for a price that is, golly, it had to be 400 or 500% more than where else I could have found it in good enough condition, because it wasn't new condition, but it was well enough condition for me to successfully use it for the course. Okay, and it was a very low price, saved me a whole lot of money. Now, other equipment I may have needed for this course. Again, some comparison and contrast showed me that there are places I could get this from, and it wouldn't cost me as much, not even half as much as it would have at the bookstore, right? So even though I knew I had to make this investment, I still looked at trying to avoid being scammed, because you can't avoid the fees that the school is going to tack on. It costs a lot per semester. It costs a lot per degree. But when you look at the itinerary of this fee, that fee, IT fees, security fee, blah blah blah, that just be adding up, and it's really nothing you can do about it. I'm saying really nothing, because it's not 100% the situation, but that don't mean that just because you have these required books that you need to buy, that you have to buy them brand spanking new from the school bookstore. But you still made an investment on something that is going to give you a return. Okay? I'm not going to just go up there and just donate some money to somebody and say, here, I know you need a school book, and think that I'm just going to be blessed with a book myself. That's just not, no. Because what you're doing, you're looking for a return. You're looking for a return. But did you make a move to guarantee yourself a return? No, you gave. Big difference.
Go from one tier, which was fire, to water, and I said, oh no, if I'm in need of a blessing, I don't need money for it. How about that? Thank you so much, JT. I really appreciate you. I have told everyone about your channel, and I will continue to do so.
Oh, listen, Bianca, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in. It's a sad thing, because what they're doing is, once again, this is affinity fraud, right? They are using your faith against you, right? They will talk about
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because, and this just showed me that y'all scamming too. Because everything I said, and I'm going to add on to that. You won't go to where your homeless people are. You won't look for children that are in need. And such situations, and give to them. You will go and deliberately put money into something that someone is approaching you with, knowing that it's a possibility that this could be some BS, not even researching to see if it's some BS, but you know it's a possibility it could be some BS. And you're hoping that works out for you. And then you're going to allow this shit to be called some kind of blessing. It should just rename dummies. Because all y'all scamming to me. The people going in on it and the people who created it. I'm noticing the same thing with all of y'all. All these situations that Jay-Z is talking about. All y'all scamming. You just got scammed more than you thought you were going to get scammed. Or you got scammed hoping that you actually weren't going to get scammed. But you thought that somehow you found some kind of magic sauce in this world. How common? If it's that easy for somebody to figure out this type of formula that actually works, how come it's not used as much? Because if you look at business, if you have any kind of business education at all, on any level, you'll understand that what they doing to you can never be profitable to you. Only then. You can understand that, say, Jeff Bezos, because he is well-to-do, right? He's well-to-do. How did this man get there? How? Because when people have money like that, it happens from a lot of ways, right? A lot of ways. Some of that is family, some of that are investments, and just a lot of different things. Cashing in on earned trust, blah, blah, blah. Because it's a combination of things, right? But when you look at their business that they ran and they built and they profited from, let's just look at that alone. How were they able to profit so much with this business? There had to be someone that they are sucking the blood from like a leech. It's no other way. It can't be extremely beneficial to everybody in order for them to win. One thing that is literally in sociology is an intro to sociology. It's in the program. It's in the curriculum. It's in the books. It is not possible for corporations to make a profit in order to stay in business, much less for them to get wealthy. But just to stay in business is not possible. And also pay you a living wage. Okay? When you just look at the basics of how things work, you should know that there is never going to be a fruitful opportunity embedded in these type of scams. Like R. Kelly say, use your common sense. Just use it.
Preacher that say, well, you got to sow a seed of faith, right? You can't get the abundance of God's blessing if you're unwilling to sow a seed. The seed is your money. Even though you don't have a lot, don't worry. Seeds aren't that big. But you give us your $1,400 and see how it grows to $11,200. See, they can, listen, black people in America, listen, we are some of the best talkers in the history of the world. We have the gift of gab. You give us enough time and we can tell a story that will make you believe almost anything. That's why I don't care what a Negro says. I look at the numbers. If the numbers don't add up, I don't care what you have to say. All of your words are usually just tap dancing to make me ignore the red flags, which are the numbers, which this would absolutely never work.
He good. He better than me because I'm not listening. I'm not gonna lie. When I look at y'all, all I do is see that's a damn shame. Like, these are the things that go through my head. That's a damn shame. We could have been something. We was supposed to have been something. At least I think. But it didn't go that way. And now we just here, existing in this state. And having this level of morality as just a majority. you look at R. Kelly, look at P. Diddy, look at this, the other ones, that Russell Simmons, he done ran off somewhere. Look at these nasty creep guys. Harry Dinkins, what he did to Breasia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just shake my head. Like, you ain't even supposed to be living in this reality like this. But you chose. You choose. You make a decision. Okay? You make a decision. Anytime and one of y'all walk up to me, approach me any kind of way, and you think you will eventually at some level it's gonna get over, baby, I promise you wasting your time. You wasting your time. And I'm gonna give you a fair shot to show me who you are. That's even if I don't see it and sense it before you even come out with your first few words. And I'm thankful for the blessing. But 9 times out of 10, and 10 times out of 9, and 100 times out of 100, you motherfuckers ain't up to no good. Because that's just how you rock. That's what's in you. Okay? I can't stand the fact that JT face looking like this. He be making some facial expressions sometimes that have me like, Hey, but this dude told y'all straight up and down, he doing this because he petty. And I get it, because you know what he's saying? And this came out of his own mouth. He went to school for this. He took lessons for this. All right? He sat for 6 hours with somebody with a camera in his face while he take the exam so he can be certified for this. He ain't nowhere near as profitable as these scammers, but y'all will go to these scammers that have the audacity to scam y'all before y'all even consider paying this man a portion of what you then would give to the scammers, just so he can tell you, nah, that's not gonna work for you, bro. Hey, if you need the advice, you need the advice, right? And they're talking about things within his field that he know. Hey, y'all. So he being petty towards what they doing, but he ain't being petty for y'all. He doing you a fucking solid. Because this is what he charged for. So he's personally offended about this. He's professionally offended about this. You understand? And I get it. I get it.
This is a classic pyramid scheme. It's so easy to see. All right, let me bring up our next caller. We got EJ. EJ, you're live on the air with Pocket Watching with JT. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening, JT?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I was on well, I like to say this. Hey, I've been on fan, well, I'm not saying fan, but I've been supporting your show from day one when you had 10,000 subscribers, and I'm also a member of your team. So, hey, you're doing great work for the community, and I appreciate your work, JT. I really do.
Thank you.
And so far, I like to say that for that scheme you just talked about. Actually, I had a friend of mine who sent me that through Facebook, and unfortunately, me and him kind of fell off. And hey, I'm in a better position right now, but he's in a whole horrible position. But I never paid no attention, so I never try to get into it. So I'm like, nah, I don't trust it, bro. So it's like, just let me know how it is. But clearly, I didn't trust it.
That's interesting. Listen, if somebody send you something and you tell them that's a scam, and they don't look into it, I don't know if I would be calling myself their friend or whatever. I don't want to be around people that make decisions like this, because that's slippery. And what you do can't affect me. How do I know? I just wouldn't.
I didn't try that from a bitch, JT. Thank God.
So you got to tell you, how is that even possible without someone being left holding the bag and not getting their money? There's no way that this will work. None whatsoever. And once again, I don't care how many times I got to repeat it. This is not how a susu works. A susu is a way to save money, okay? You save money with a susu. You put in the same amount of money that you take out. The difference is when it's your turn to take the money out, you get this one lump sum. But you ended up putting in the same amount of money just in smaller bits each month. You don't get more money out. So once again, they're playing on our ignorance. Also, they're playing on what we have a misconception of a black tradition. They tell you, oh man, people in West Africa and the Caribbean have been doing this for years, for decades. Well, not this. They've been doing a real susu. But because our lack of knowledge of the culture over there.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. But one thing is, again, y'all making decisions off your emotions. You know, you got this fantasy about who you want to be, think you was, wish you was connected to. I don't know. But if your black ass ain't from Africa, in fact, if those were your people, you would already know. You would already know about the tradition, but you don't. So it don't got nothing to do with you. And if they comparing it to something like that, and you say, oh, really they are? That don't mean it's for you. What you need to do is look it up and see what it is and see what they do and how it works for them. And you could make a decision from there. And you could say, is this the exact same thing? Okay? It just don't make no sense for somebody to be able to tell you, oh, they do it in Africa. And you like, yeah, because I want to be close to my African. Well, shut the hell up.
Buy in, because we want, once again, we're looking for an identity. We're looking for generational wealth. But we're looking for it without actually doing the hard work.
And that's how people play on your dumb ass. That's why I can't respect you. That's how people play on you. That's how people play on you. The only thing people can do is get the hell out my face. I'm dead ass.
Instead of saying, I want all the reward with little to no work, most likely you're being scammed.
Yep.
Let me see here. We got Def. Def, you're in the building. What's going on?
JT, it's me again, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know this voice. So this is just another Hotep two-step I see.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I try not to do this because I know this is a serious show, but this is so comical. I have to come in the way I come in. Now, I'm going to get real serious right now, though. I don't understand why people don't understand when JT gets involved, it's a wrap. Once JT does a video on you, it's over, bro. Sis, whoever you are. Just go get a job, work hard, like you said, come up with a good financial plan, because when the pocket watcher gets at you, no one makes it through them waters. And cats.
Now listen, I think that he has a point there, although there are a lot of people that don't know about JT, which is another reason why I continue to discuss his content, right? Because I want to help get the word out about him, because some of y'all somewhat halfway almost know what you're doing out there, but you still get caught up in a lot of shit. You still be sitting home pondering, looking at your wife and kids and looking at these bills and looking at inflation and all this, and you be like, man, damn, shit, I heard about this, you shouldn't be hearing about nothing. You shouldn't be paying none of this shit no attention, right? But you don't know about JT. So he can go ahead and let y'all know. Don't even fool with this stuff. If you can't even verify it, if you don't, listen, you know how to just immediately tell, this ain't even something I would touch. Keep it moving. Nah, man, get away from me. Don't sit there and junk my way no more. And you keep it moving. On to doing stuff that can benefit you, right? But I also can see how he's saying that, because it's a lot of people that be indicted, under investigation, court dates, in the middle of a trial, and they still out here doing the same stuff, and you would never know it. Look at Henry Dinkins. Convicted. Supposed to be registered. Supposed to adhere to the restrictions. He ain't doing none of that. But he out here preying on other women and their children, and then what he do? Get the little baby, take it to the river, do God knows what to it, and leave her body out there to rot for over 8 months until she was found. Okay? There's plenty of people out here who know good and hell well they not supposed to be doing what they doing. They already got caught. They already going to court. Blah, blah, blah. But that's who they are, and they ain't trying to stop. And they will stand in your face and run game on you clear as day, because they know your dumb ass ain't even going to do your basic research. Y'all will get in the bed with people and you don't even know who the hell they are just as a person living and breathing on this earth, as a legal entity, names that you can look up. You don't even know. You don't even know what the hell you be sleeping with, much less this stuff here. Okay? So, more avenues you have to learn about how to protect yourself that you will apply, the better for you. That's all.
Try it. It's weird, bro.
And I will admit this. I don't play fair, right? I only do shows on things that I'm really, really sure are scams. It's not as if, let's just test this out. No, if I'm going to do a show on something, I know what I'm talking about. I researched it, and I can present the information like, guys, something's wrong here. Clearly, something is wrong. But yeah, they'll keep playing, but ultimately, at the end of the day, and thank you, bro, for calling in, at the end of the day, we got to get back to respecting hard work. Like, what? I don't get you guys. I don't get you guys online. You online, pop up fake gurus. I don't get you. What is so cool about not doing work? Like, I don't get it. I feel lazy when I lay around. If it's like the holidays and I'm laying around for too long, I get up and go do something.
Yeah.
I don't care if I go to the gym, if I clean up. I cannot just lay around all day long. I'd rather be working than lay. Now I can take a break, but I can't even fantasize about.
As someone with chronic illnesses and chronic pain, the only time I lay around is when I ask Kate, literally cannot get up. So I understand what he's saying, but I can't not be doing nothing with my brain. And you know, it's just, I go crazy. That whole I'm bored thing, I never understood that. The only way I could be bored is if you restricted me from being able to do anything. That's the only way. My entire life, that's the only way. And even then, I ain't bored because my ass is thinking of a way to get up out this mess here. But guys, this shit here, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, because the more I look, and this could be some of because I'm changing the algorithm by watching more of Pocket Watching with JT, but I am seeing that this stuff is popping up and popping up and popping up and popping up. And I think a lot of you guys have convinced yourself that because this is the age of social media, because there are different ways that you can be profitable that weren't options in the past, that there is a possibility that a lot of these things are true, that they're real. And that shit, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's just too easy, man. It's too easy to get y'all, and that is sad. Like, you should really feel bad about that. You should really feel bad about that. You know what they call it? Snake oil salesman. Do you know why? Can you imagine people back in the day on their farm, on their homestead, working hard, plowing the land, tilling the land, doing this, doing that? Can you imagine how many people came up, walked up onto their yard, their property, or had, came into town on certain days where they know it's a main shopping day? Because you know how, like, some towns on certain days of the week or certain days of the month, everybody go to the square. You know, they buy them a slave or two, and you got people from other cities and whatnot coming in with different vegetables and fruits and stuff to have your market day. And you have snake oil salesmen that are either there at that market day or they coming up on your land and they like, I see you working hard. But I got something that's going to make it a whole lot better and a whole lot easier for you. Now, that is very important to where you do not get scammed. Okay? Now, these are things that these people probably never even heard of before. They're new inventions, or they're popular in the North, but not in the South. So, no TV, none of that stuff. So these people had to be wise and make decisions. They have ailments that you can get a shot for. There was no treatment for. You falling out. And I got this snake oil right here. It's going to take all that away any year. No matter the weather. Your family gets sick. All they gotta do is just put a little bit on their forehead, and one drop under the tongue at night, and they gonna be all right. And people say, "Oh, that's nigga. That's nigga is gonna do it for us, and we ain't gonna get sick no more. We ain't gonna, cause you lose a child, you lose a family member. That's a worker. That's a worker. You know. So I'm just saying all that, just to give y'all some further insight, man. Y'all got to get your minds working. I don't know what to tell you to do to get your minds working, but you can't be stuck on one thing. You can't just be sitting around thinking about some cootie cat you want to get, or this guy, I want him to really like me and marry me and stupid shit like that, or damn, this motherfucker think he fly than me, or this my boss really get. I don't know what y'all be thinking about, but you gonna have to multitask like a mug. You need to have your brain moving hard, or you gonna sink out here, because y'all sinking out here, because these people coming out the woodworks and they taking over. And I'm like, how, Sway? I'm looking at how, I'm seeing how, I'm watching how. Y'all asses is too motherfucking easy, boy. And if I was that type, I had a gang sold up, I promise you. But, you know, scamming I ain't never been into no shit like that. You know, that's not even my spirit, my ancestors and shit don't even want none of that. That's not how we moving on this earth. You know, and it's a shame that people do move like that. I don't know what's in them. But it's in a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all will do a lot of things to just anybody. So, you know, there's that. But I'm going to let JT rock out a little bit more, and then I'm going to head out.
Time where I'm just laying around all day. I got to do something. And your weird obsession with never doing work and being a multimillionaire is not reality. It will never be reality for you. You need to stop it. All right, we got Mr. Jackson in the building. What's going on, Mr. Jackson?
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
There's something in the background, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an opportunity to turn off whatever's in the background, and I'm going to come back to you. So let me get, I got Tanya. Tanya, you're live on the air. What's going on? Tanya, going once. Going twice. All right, Alvin looks ready. Let me bring up Alvin. Alvin, you're live on the air. What's going on?
Good, JT. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. What do you think about the blessing looms? Did you get involved in the blessing loom?
Well, I want to tell you that I did get a phone call about it back in 2020. By the way, JT, this is my first time ever calling in on anybody's show.
Man, I want to hear from somebody who
because
did.
of the experience,
I
felt compelled to go.
The call's not over. I'm going to let you get to your point, but now I got to go on a rant real quick.
Right.
Please, people, keep tags on these Negroes who always bring you some solution to your financial problem. They really push it for a few months or maybe even a year. Then they go away. They get real quiet. And then they come back and they got a new solution. They never talk about what happened to the first thing or the second thing. They just say, oh, this one's even better. Well, that's what you said the last time. I've seen Negroes try to sell weight loss shakes. I've seen Negroes try to sell makeup. I've seen you sell energy drinks. I've seen you sell vitamins. Now it's fixing credit. You always have some solution to people's financial problems. But when I look around, the problem is always there. You just come back with a new thing, with a new multi-level marketing. Stop it. Just get a job. Get a job. Just work. I'm telling you, the more I work,
educate your damn self, because I don't get it. The whole fixing credit thing. People really getting over with that one. They really getting over with that one. I'm trying not to say it's easy to fix your credit, because what might be easy for me might not be easy for you. But you can really convince yourself that everything is hard, right? You can easily overthink stuff, because I'm a damn show overthinker. I'm telling y'all. I will think something to death inside and out and still think about it again and again after that. But as long as you move, right? As long as you make progress, but you never underestimate yourself. That's what you should never do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I could do anything. I would never not say that. Whether I've done it or not. I'm not going to ever tell myself I can't do something that I feel like I should do or I want to do. That's insane. That's insane. And when I got to the point that I even wanted to pay my credit some attention, and I said, damn, so I should care about having a better credit score. Okay, cool. Oh boy, where to start? They make it sound so complicated. They want my money, blah blah blah. I'm a do it myself type of person, y'all. So the first thing I'm gonna be trying to figure out is how to do something myself. Okay, my business and personal credit, it can only go a little bit higher because you have a maxed out number. My credit has been excellent for, I don't know, I can't even tell you how long. And it's like when I look at these people with all these complications, questions, and I want to build my credit, I want to da-da-da-da. And I just sit back and I think to myself, why they overcomplicating this shit? Okay, it's not trigonometry or nothing like that. It's not calculus. It's fucking credit. But it also has to do with you educating yourself. Again, it goes back to education. You're so powerful. I could sit up here and go through this person and say, oh, they were supposed to fix my credit, but they did it at all. My credit's still jacked up. I had this money in time. Because I hear that a lot. Now I'm going here, going there, online, asking questions, begging, pleading, crying and whining. Why? Because this is something you can fucking do yourself. And it makes sense because this is yours. Unless you got a personal account that you trust, this is your shit. Only you can make this rise, fall, do well, float, rocket, rotate, work for you. This is something you should educate yourself on. Why would you go to these people? Because what they gonna do is give you enough to keep you coming back to them. I promise you. I promise. They not gonna profit if you don't. And they ain't fixing that. If anything, they getting you in trouble and them in trouble. Why would you trust that? It's almost the same as letting somebody do your taxes. Didn't JT just do a video on a woman running a credit scam? And she was doing stuff like telling them that, giving fake police reports, saying, yeah, this person stole their wallet, da-da-da-da-da, blase, and you got to take that off because it's not their dad. There was another people that he showed on here telling you to do just dumb shit. And now you thinking they saying it online, they saying it in front of other people, they telling me to do it. Maybe it's legit. Or you don't care. You just care that it works. Put the fucking work in, yo. If you think about anything that you do throughout your day that does not benefit you, that you put time and energy in and use your brain cells on, then you can further educate yourself on how to rise up. Because there is nothing, I'm going to tell y'all, there is nothing else that is more important for us as a people is than for us to rise up and do better. Nothing more important on the table. Nothing. There is absolutely not getting fucking fucked, not getting some head, not getting pussy, not getting dick, not getting sucked. Okay? Not doing none of that shit. Not even eating, nigga. There is nothing more important. But y'all just get played and play each other over and over every single day. And ain't nobody trying to put the fucking work in. And every excuse in a book that you got, I'm going to tell you, bitch, if you do your fucking work, if everybody do their fucking work, if the majority of us do our fucking work, them excuses won't even be in the way. Because you won't even be having to work so hard for the man. You won't even be, listen, it's a lot of problems that we have on this earth. And this is not even just for our people. I'm talking about everybody that we sit by and we welcome with open arms every day. In fact, we co-sign it and we sign up for it. We don't do nothing about. But you want to use that as an excuse as to why you don't this, that, then third. And you know what? It's the same thing as what JT is saying right now. Because you don't want to put that work in. Okay?